ASMR Coffin Radio.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Coffin Radio. I'm Heartthrob Rob. Today we are talking about A&E Biography, Booker T. Another WWE special here, man. And it's a 2-hour one on this one. The summary says, Booker T is an 11-time WCW Tag Team Champion, a 6-time World Champion, and a 2-time inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame. In addition to his career in the ring, Booker T also becomes a color commentator for WWE's weekly programming. You know, I think his commentating is definitely something that people sleep on. I think he's a good commentator as well. But this one is more so on his family life. I feel like family is definitely like a big part of this special here. I feel like the wrestling definitely takes the back burner. You know, it's more family focused. It's really family oriented. I mean, because he does have, this strong backstory, Booker T does, of, things going wrong. He didn't really get to meet his father like that. His mother died when he was either 12 or 16, very young. And, him and his brother just jump into this crazy world, of wrestling. Stevie Ray, who, dude, I'm kayfabe as hell. Like, I totally thought that Stevie Ray was not his brother. I've been watching wrestling for over 20 years. Booker T is my era. I totally thought that Stevie Ray was his kayfabe brother. It's his real brother. Holy shit. And they worked their way all the way from, GFW to WCW, and obviously even from there, Booker T and Harlem Heat was one of my favorite tag teams growing up, man. I was 10, 11 years old, and they were fucking kicking ass every week. So to see him go from there, and then, a single star in WCW as well, and then to make that transition to WWE, WWF at the time, is very cool. You see, some of the infamous moments. They go into it when he drops the N-bomb on television. They go into his pretty funny fight with Stone Cold Steve Austin, super memorable, where they fight at the supermarket, and they say they end up doing about $10,000 worth of damage there. Stone Cold is actually here, and Bruce Pritchard also, and JBL are also giving their thoughts, and as Booker T's career comes on, Stevie Ray is also on here. Kevin Nash is on here. But, they go over the high spots, but I definitely feel like it's more, for someone who was a great wrestler and did a lot of wrestling for a long time, tag and, regular. I mean, they covered the Bash of the Beach 2000, but for someone that wrestled for that long, I feel like they should have shown a little bit more matches, I thought. I feel like it was a good biography, but it literally was, like, mostly family stuff. Like, wrestling was definitely the second thing here, and not the family was number one. But it's very cool. It shows his family life, the things that he's gone through. Him and his wife, Sharmell, so it goes over the King Booker stuff, Queen Sharmell. But, like I said, wrestling is definitely on the back burner for this one. And for that, a little slow for me because, it's mostly family stuff. And I know he's gone through a lot and, he's definitely overcome some hard obstacles. I definitely would like to see a little bit more wrestling involved. So maybe not as good as the last week's Macho Man episode. Booker T, still got a strong story. Still very cool to see him. Next week we have the Shawn Michaels one, so we'll see how that goes. But let me know what you guys thought of this episode, man. How'd you like it? I mean, Booker T, one of my favorite wrestlers, but, I think this biography just had a little bit too much family for me, not enough wrestling. But let me know what you guys think. We'll talk about it in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you like what you're watching, then hop in the coffin. Follow us on social media at Coffin Radio. Coffin is spelled with a K. And that's all for today. And can you dig it, sucker?
ASMR Coffin Radio.